So that's a Stephen move. When Harriet Tubman never actually freed the slaves. She just had the slaves go work for other white people.
Y'all, we leaving right now.
And here we go.
It's the comic book bullies.
Man, you come right out of a comic book.
It's the comic book bullies.
You will bow down before me!
It's the comic book bullies.
Now I am the master.
It's the comic book bullies. It's the comic book bullies. Welcome back to the Comic Book Bullies with Nerd is the New Bully. I'm your host Leroy, aka Froyo Yo-Yo. With my co-host.
I am. All right. This is Eli, aka Snake Plissken's nephew.
There it is. No foreplay, Eli. We just greasing right into the bad boy. Yeah, and we're back with another episode. And yeah, actually, this was like a slower week. I think we're starting to get into the groove of 2020, or just into the insanity of what 2020 is bringing to us. And one of the insane issues of 2020 that I think we have all just heard this morning is apparently Kanye West is back running for president, even though he dropped out early this week, and I guess he changed his mind and is not back. So
2020.
That's 2020 for you. 2020 is going to 2020 like it's never 2020 before. So yeah, let's just get into this thing real quick. So yeah, Eli, you didn't see it, did you?
I saw that clip.
You saw the clip, okay. So you didn't see the whole thing.
Oh,
but yes, I saw the clip and I didn't see the whole thing, but I read Cliff Notes on Twitter about what the whole thing was about. And I am not going to get into that. He has lost his fucking mind. That's all I can say about that. It's crazy. People were worried about that Kanye West is going to split the black vote. You don't have to worry about that anymore. That's not going to happen. We're good on that. I do want to bring some things going on this because he says some. Honestly, Eli, when you go back and listen to the clip, and I promise you, these clips are going to circulate through the next 2 days in the news cycle. He says some disturbing stuff.
Yeah.
One of the things we do have to bring about is the thing he did say about Harriet Tubman, about how he's saying that Harriet Tubman didn't free slaves. She just gave slaves to white people. Like, he knows nothing about Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman used the Underground Railroad to free slaves. That was like a historical document. She was a general in the Civil War. She was a spy in the CIA. You can't just go up there and just say stupid. And here's the problem about Eli. This is the thing that I'm starting to realize now. The thing that makes this type of opinion so dangerous is because people would just believe anything a celebrity says.
Yeah. I mean, in a day and age where people still think the earth is fucking flat.
Right. Because a celebrity said it.
Yeah.
People think that 5G caused coronavirus because a celebrity said it.
They don't. Yeah. The whole mask controversy. Like people. Yeah. They want to send our kids back to school, but they don't want to believe any of the shit that they teach the kids.
Right.
It's scary. Yeah. You know what this reminded me of?
What's that?
You remember Tales from the Hood?
Uh-huh.
The last segment when the dude was in jail and they put him in jail the cell next to the KKK guy, the skinhead guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this Kanye thing reminded me of. Like he was saying shit that the KKK guy was like, yeah, right on, yeah, man.
Mm-hmm. Right. And that's another thing that makes it dangerous because they started to weaponize his opinions.
Yeah.
See, he thinks like that, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all we're gonna see on Fox News tomorrow. Tucker Carlson, racism is over. Kanye said so.
Kanye said racism is ended.
Yeah.
Harriet Tubman is a fraud just because Kanye said it. So
yeah,
you getting all this dumbass opinion because the thing is, anytime a celebrity says anything, we believe them because for some reason we think just because the person more famous than us, they're smarter than us. But this should definitely prove that that's not the case.
Yeah.
So just because a person can act better than you, or is better looking than you, or can sing better than you, or is funny than you, doesn't make them smarter. That just means they just say stupid stuff. And at this point, we're not even laughing with Kanye. We're laughing at Kanye. He is making a fool of himself. And
part of me wants to believe that maybe this is just a big scam.
Or like
And
I said before, it's probably a rollout for a new album he has coming out.
yeah, or like like he's gonna like Kaiser Soze some shit.
Right.
But now I'm like, oh.
This is the problem, Eli. Look, I know everybody has written off Kanye and pretty much canceled Kanye, but here's the thing: there's one group of people that will never, ever, ever cancel Kanye. Black people. We can't. We understand that Kanye is the crazy uncle or the crazy nephew at the family reunion. So we do. And plus, he made College Dropout, because the fact that he made College Dropout, we can't disown him. That's just how it is. It's just like Michael Jackson. Mike Jackson also said some crazy shit and did some crazy shit right before he died, but he made Thriller. So we gave him a pass. We're doing the same thing with Kanye West right now, so we cannot leave Kanye West wrong. Main thing is because we understand, one, Kanye West is very mentally unstable. I mean, we could joke about that, but it's actually pretty serious, especially since people aren't taking mental health seriously. So that's one problem right there. And he's surrounded by a bunch of whoever is in his circle right now. We know the Kardashians and the Jenners and stuff like that. They are not concerned about his well-being. Because if they did, somebody in his camp would tell him to stop doing this shit.
Well, they're a bunch of rich assholes. They don't. They got their heads so far up their own privileged ass. They can't relate to real people.
They're just going to turn this to a reality show. This is season 28 of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. What we're watching right now. This is all going to be filmed and done next week. So that's why they don't care what Kanye is doing right now. They don't care as long as if he burns us out. Oh well, we'll just find another one. Another successful rapper and just do that stuff with him. So that's why black people will never cancel Kanye, because we understand what's going on. This is, if you've seen Get Out, that's what this is. Kanye is the dude in Get Out if he never got out the house. That's all it is. Kim, wait, got a comment? Let's see.
Yeah, hey, Willie, Big Willie.
Hey,
in the house.
Willie P, what up?
Go Yeezy.
No, go Yeezy. No Yeezy.
This is why.
That is your catchphrase of the show. This is why. This is the reason why. Oh man, can we move on past? Can we move on some good news, Eli? We got some good news this week.
Yeah, let's do it.
For both of us, the movies that we're excited about. New Mutants dropped another trailer.
Here it comes. It's coming. We're finally going to get to see this. You think they're going to
finally going to see New Mutants finally drop the trailer? We're going to see it, Eli. We're so close we can taste it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like we're the only two people that are excited to watch this movie.
I guess.
Because you were super excited, then we did the review of Demon Bear, and you got me excited. And I'm like, I got to see this fucking movie.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm excited. Yes, I finally get to see a Native American comic book hero in a movie. That's not like, I was going to say not the sidekick, but now I'm thinking about it. Isn't in the comic she's in a coma the whole time?
That's what I'm saying, but they changed it. They changed it. We're woke now.
Oh, yeah, she's gay and bi and yeah, she's Native and she's got all the boxes. They checked like 3 or 4 boxes with Danny Moonstar on this one.
Taken care of.
They got this shit covered, man.
Exactly. Yep. Oh man. So that's the thing. So yes, it looked like Danny Moonstar is actually going to be in this one, and plus it is going to be not a faithful adaptation of the Demon Bear, but faithful enough. Let's see what we got. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you. That's 3. That makes us 3.
Yeah.
Us 3 are going to be the only ones excited to watch this movie.
Yeah. Like I said, y'all know me. I was never a big X-Men fan, but I am looking forward to a horror superhero flick.
It needs something different because it is a change of the genre.
Yeah.
And plus, this is not a Disney-fied version of the movie because they can't redo the movie because the movie has been filmed so long ago. The actors are too old to even redo the shots.
Yeah, they're all grown up now. They all went through puberty. They all voices changed and shit. They got hair in their nuts now.
Grandkids and shit. Social Security. So they can't even redo the movie if they wanted to. So we're getting the movie how they wanted to. And you got some naysayers that just wanted. Why don't you just drop it on Disney Plus? Cough, Gomer.
I don't think it's going to go to the Disney Plus. Yeah,
it's not going to go to Disney Plus, but I'm hoping it doesn't go to Disney Plus. Here's the thing, Eli. I know everybody else has these, 70-inch, 80-inch, OLED TVs with the 10.1 surround sound and all this bullshit like that. I don't have that, Eli. I don't have that shit. I have a shitty TV that barely has speakers with a bullshit speaker over there that I'm scared to talk because if I say something, Alexa's going to get mad at me. So I have to be very quiet and be careful what I say in here. because I have a shitty surround sound system here. So the most joy I can get of watching a movie is to go to the movie theaters to watch a movie. Anytime I just watch a movie at home, I don't get that experience.
Oh, so you're still pushing for the August release?
I'm still pushing for the August.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It may not happen. Look, I don't care when it comes out. I just want it to come in the theater.
Because I was thinking, yeah, they're gonna throw it on Hulu or something next week. Like that's just big.
And I'm hoping they don't. So you're saying not Disney Plus, maybe Hulu or FX or whatever the fuck.
Because Disney ain't hard. They cut out Daryl Hannah's ass out of Splash.
I'm glad you brought that up. They cut out Daryl Hannah's ass, but they left in Hugh Jackman's ass.
Hugh Jackman's ass.
Yes, in X-Men Days of Future Past.
Oh,
the scene where he was butt ass naked.
I don't remember.
Why does nobody remember anything about those movies but me? But anyway,
is Logan on Disney Plus?
Logan is not a Disney Plus. It's not. It's great.
Logan ain't gonna be on Disney.
Yeah, but Days of Future Past is on Disney Plus, and some other X-Men movies also. And there is a nude scene with Hugh Jackman where he has his ass walking around. I'd show up, but I don't want to get flagged on Facebook. And there's an F-bomb on there also. I know you remember that one. Probably not. Okay.
Oh yeah. He tells like Charles and fucking Magneto fuck off.
Right. No, actually, Charles tells him to fuck off because he told him to fuck off in first class. Right. And then in Days of Future Past, he was like, "I'm gonna tell you what you told me. Fuck off." And then you listen to you little shit. So here's the thing. So they cut Daryl Hannah's ass, but they left that in there. So what sense does that make?
Well, National Geographic is on Disney Plus.
Just titties just flopping everywhere. Just
all natural.
Right.
No, this is
just the way God made you.
Yeah. This is what I was thinking. I was theorizing that they doing this big, huge New Mutants announcement for that online Comic-Con shit, and that they were just gonna surprise us and dump it on some streaming service. That's what I was thinking was gonna happen.
See, that's my worst fear right there. Like that's my worst fear. I don't want that. I don't want that because I feel like if I get that, I'm not getting the experience that I want with New Mutants.
Yeah, the effect. Yeah, I hear you. I mean, I would like to see this in the movie.
And I understand a lot of people don't feel the same way I feel because you want to see the movie. I want to see the movie. A lot of people hate going to the movie theaters and they don't like the movie theater experience. I love the movie theater experience. I love being in a crowd with people and experience and feeling the energy. Endgame would not be the same at my house, in my apartment.
Oh yeah. Endgame sucks at my house now.
It sucks, but I mean, like I said, it was a rock concert. It was a rock concert. Hold on, let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got. Okay.
Just when I forget about that, thanks.
Why does everybody hate those movies, man? Okay, let's stop this narrative for a second. We just had the 20th anniversary of the X-Men first movie come out. And I don't care what anybody says, that movie was a game changer. That movie is the reason the MCU exists right now. Now you can say that they realized they made some mistakes and they fixed some mistakes, but a lot of things that they did set the blueprint for the MCU. It made some things different.
That came out before Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, it came out before Spider-Man 2000.
Okay, I'll give you that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like the first big hit. People want to say, "What about Blade? What about Blade?" Blade wasn't that big of a hit when it came out. It was a cult classic, but it wasn't a blockbuster hit. X-Men was a blockbuster hit.
Had a soundtrack.
I mean, I guess,
that DJ Shadow cut was dope.
I didn't hear it. Maybe I'll go back and listen to it at the end. Maybe I'll slap a song at the end of it. I don't know. But the whole point I was trying to make with that, because X-Men changed what people thought what a comic book movie was consisted of. Before then, all we got was Superman and Batman. Boom, that was it. So that opening scene with Magneto and they corrected me, Poland, I still say that's one of the best opening scenes of any movie ever. Not comic book, any movie ever. Because you see in this Schindler's List type thing, if you don't know what the movie is, you think, okay, it's just another Schindler's List type movie. And all of a sudden, oh no, this asshole got powers. It changes everything. It brings realism to a comic book movie. People talk about sympathetic villains and things like that. Oh, Thanos was right. Killmonger's right. Fuck that. Magneto was right.
Yeah, Magneto is right.
Right.
The Crow.
Okay, first we're talking about the 2000s. I know you want to bring up Blade, you want to bring up Crow, you want to bring up Steel and Spawn, all that bullshit.
Tank
Look,
Girl.
right, Tank Girl, also like that. We're talking about the new millennium. The X-Men taught Hollywood how to make a comic book movie for the new millennium, and that's how it started. Like, did it make some mistakes? Yes, but that's what it had to do at the time. I'm tired of talking about X-Men, so I feel like I'm ranting.
But do you think it's going to come out in August? Like, do you think the theaters are, because then they just push back the Nolan flick and all that.
Tenet, they pushed it back because they don't want people, to like die in the movie theaters. They watch it. And that's I know Nolan is a great film director, but I don't want to die to watch one of his movies, Yeah,
and I think that's why I'm thinking that New Mutants is just going to come out next week on the streaming service.
Here's the thing, Eli. I'm scared.
If they delay that release date again, like, come on, man! How many times is this movie?
The movie is cursed. Basically, the movie is cursed. This movie
is just it's supposed to come out next month, but what if no?
It's supposed to guys 2.0.
Like I don't see them delaying this movie again, and people are just gonna be like, "Fuck this shit!" It's gonna a bunch of memes and. Gomer's gonna be like, ha ha ha.
The Dr. Manhattan Watchmen meme again. December 2017, New Mutants supposed to come out. December 2020, New Mutants supposed to come out. December 2022, New Mutants supposed to come out. It's gonna just be like that the whole time.
And I think Feige just wants to get this shit over with so he can start.
They left the movie to die. These last couple X-Men movies, they just left them to die. They don't care what happened to them.
Yeah, so, I think this is the last period on that period of movies. Eli, and Feige just want,
if they were to drop it on a streaming service, it's going to be on Disney Plus.
Well, that's why I was saying Hulu, either or. I mean, Hulu.
It's going to be Disney Plus. Tell you why? Because they don't have anything for Disney Plus. They got Hamilton, and it's it.
Yeah. Well, if they're showing ass, then maybe they'll show an uncut version of New Mutants.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be PG-13 anyway, so it's wasn't like it's going to be a hard R or anything like that. Yeah. So they can show New Mutants on there, and the thing is, they don't have anything for Disney Plus. So if they just drop New Mutants on Disney Plus, they can say, hey, they can promote the shit out of it, because they were supposed to have Falcon and Winter Soldier like in 2 weeks. It's not coming out. They're not even done filming because of COVID. Who we got?
Oh, it's Fat T from Geek Sats, my brother, Fat T, Travis.
Hey, Fat T, what up? You're dropping on Voodoo. That's the thing. I don't think it's gonna drop on like streaming like services like Voodoo or iTunes, anything like that. No, I don't think that's gonna happen. I think if they drop it, it'll be on Disney Plus.
I just have a feeling like they're hyping it up. They're gonna have this panel, and then and guess what? You can watch it tonight at midnight on Netflix or whatever.
And the whole world will be excited except me. Because I didn't get a chance to watch it in the theater. Because I want to see it. I want to feel New Mutants. That's me.
You want to be scared in the theater? Like,
help me! Jumping in my face lap.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I think we talked about New Mutants enough. Let's keep this party going before we get to the fucked up shit. Your boy. This is your boy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's my boy, I guess.
This is your boy.
Yeah, I've been fucking campaigning for Keanu Reeves when everyone thought he sucked.
Right, but everybody loves Keanu Reeves now. He's just, America's
I remember
sweetheart.
Saying, when they were talking about this is even before Batfleck. Yeah, before Ben Affleck became Batman, I was like, why don't Keanu Reeves be Batman? And everyone's like, what the fuck, you stupid idiot. Shut the fuck up, you piece of shit. Fucking internet, you know what I mean? And now everybody wants that fucking Keanu Reeves dick now. So fuck y'all.
He should play everybody.
It's my dick. It's mine.
Damn, everybody want to play everybody? Oh man. But yeah, the reason we're talking about Keanu Reeves is because Keanu Reeves has got he's been bitten by the bug. Not the COVID bug, the comic book writer's bug. He wants to write a comic. Why? Who knows?
COVID. He's in quarantine. He ain't got shit to do.
He ain't got shit to do. Might as well write a comic. Here's the thing, Eli, and it's not just Keanu Reeves. I'm actually transitioning this from Keanu Reeves to other people also, because it's not just Keanu Reeves, but NBC, Universal Studios, has contracted a whole new comic book company. headed by Grant Morrison. Grant Morrison writes all these fucked up comics that we've reviewed before that we're not going to talk about. But he's spearheading that also. You got Keanu Reeves creating his own comic book. So, Eli, are we on the verge of another renaissance in comics?
Where stars?
Hell no, maybe not.
Hell no. Hell no what? Hell
Hell
no.
no.
We're not on the. Oh, he said hell no like a couple. Hell no, Keanu Reeves is Batman? Is that what he's saying? Hell no?
Probably not. I don't know. Just hell no in general. Anything we
hell
say.
No.
Just...
Yeah, hell no. Yeah, hell
Whatever
no,
the fuck you talking
Keanu.
about.
Hell no, Yeezy. Hell no. We all want to write comics.
Oh,
yeah, we do.
We do. I mean,
or draw. I'd rather draw, but I can barely draw.
I mean, the thing is, but technically, and that's the thing that the artists always used to get in the issues with it. Technically, if you're drawing the comic, aren't you writing it also?
Kinda.
Because Steve Sarenko got into an argument with Stan Lee one time that you're not a writer of the comic. Oh, I'm not a writer of the comic. Okay. So like the first three panels or first 5 pages of Nick Fury Shield had no words to them. And it was you just following sequential order of what everything's going on. I know that has nothing to do with what we're talking about right now. So let's get back on subject. Keanu Reeves. All right. So
comics.
And comics. So
should have been Batman.
We'll talk about that in a second. Now, the thing about this is that Keanu Reeves, I think he's
Reeves as Batman.
Oh man, we're not gonna talk about Reeves as Batman because
yes.
Anyway, yes. Honestly, I'll talk about that in a second. I'll answer it in a second after we get to this point. Now, the thing we're talking about right now is that Keanu Reeves wants to be a comic book character because he is understanding just like just like Hollywood is understanding that comic books, even though they don't sell worth a damn, are gold mines. Like they're gold mines for Hollywood. If you want to make a hit movie, you find a comic book, you license it, you turn it into a movie, boom, you will have a hit. You may have a big hit, you may have a modest hit, but you will have a hit. You will be the next what's that shit the Old Guard. You'll be the next Old Guard. You'll be the next Umbrella Academy. You will be whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter. You just slap based on the acclaimed graphic novel.
I just found out Cursed is on Netflix. I had no idea. Like,
is that a comic?
Yeah, did Frank Miller do it or something?
I don't think that's his. There's so many Cursed books and properties. There was a Wes Craven movie called Cursed. I thought it was based on that. Remember the
Cursed?
werewolf?
Yeah, the werewolves movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Jesse Eisenberg was in it.
No, let's not.
We won. No, let's no.
Yeah. This ain't 2015, man.
That's one of the banned topics. That's one of the banned topics on here. That and Star Wars. All right. So and that's the thing. They're finding out that comic books are the gold mine of Hollywood, even though comic books can't sell worth a damn. If they could take a comic book property and turn it into a movie, that's what they're doing. So Keanu Reeves is real. He's realizing that's where everything's going. If I can make a comic book based on my likeness and flip that into Hollywood and sell it as a screenplay, boom, I have another hit. Guaranteed.
And I could play him because I look like the motherfucker.
And I play him like, look, so it's guaranteed that I have a movie role coming up. I have, just in case this John Wick thing starts slowing down, just in case, we don't get Bill and Ted 4. Hey, I got another movie role right waiting for me.
Yeah.
Let's see.
He watched Cursed earlier. Yeah, is that the comic book Cursed?
Is it about werewolves? Or am I just making this shit up?
No, it's about like King Arthur and shit.
Oh, is it? Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I never read the comic, but I heard they made a show. It's on Netflix. It's like a new show.
Hey, the comic industry goes to shit one more time. Maybe we do a retro review on that too. So, which may very well likely may happen. All right. So, and it's not just Keanu Reeves. Like I said, other comic companies find also Universal Studios building their own property. You got a lot of Hollywood screenwriters jumping into the comic book industry strictly not because they love comics, because they know it's easier to sell their script as a comic. So that's what they're doing as a TV show, as a script, whatever. Greg Rucka is already, broken into Hollywood. He was a comic book writer. Now he's writing Stumptown. He wrote the screenplay for Old Guard. Yeah. The comic book he's writing now is the screenplay for Old Guard 2. So they're finding out what's going on. And we've already heard these rumors about DC that they're going to pretty much let all the regular comic book writers they have go. And they're going to bring in like the Hollywood screenwriters to just write their comics, which are going to just turn around and be the next DC movie.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's where everything's going. They're just mining comics. That's what they're doing. They don't really care what they do as long as it cranks out the next movie. Yes. Okay.
Oh, word. Video game companies need to dig deeper into comic books and create them shits.
Oh, video games are fine. Video games have no problem with what's going on right now. Video games have outgrossed the movie and music companies, like businesses combined. And probably comics also, because comics ain't so shit either. So if anybody has anything to worry about, video games don't. Yeah, can we move on past that? Can we move on to the next topic?
Sure.
Okay. We didn't really talk much going in that one. Now, this one, I'm gonna talk about this one for a second, because this is some really fucked up shit. Yes, that, but I want to
throw it up. Throw the
I'm gonna find it. Yeah, that is what I'm gonna throw. Okay. I was looking for it. I was gonna find it. So let's talk about what's going on right now. This is Angelica Washington. If you don't know who Angelica Washington is, she's a young actress in Hollywood right now. Right now, she is playing Dr. Midnight on Stargirl, which I highly recommend. Stargirl is awesome. I know you just hit Stargirl. What the fuck is that? No, that show is great. The show is awesome. I recommend it. But what we're talking about right now was that back in 2017, she played a role where she had to do a stunt, and her stunt double stepped in. And I don't know if some of you can't tell, but her stunt double.
I couldn't tell. I had to read the caption.
Maybe I just have those eyes. I could tell, but I looked at that was like, something right. She looked like C.W. Howell and Soul Man. Something ain't right. So yeah, this is blackface.
I did see it on my phone too, and I need glasses now. So
okay. But that's the thing right now. So that's blackface going on right now. And the thing is that Angelica Washington, back in 2017, she saw her stunt double come out of rehearsal, and she's like, wait a minute, something isn't right, And she talked to the producers like, why couldn't you get a black stunt double, to do my part? And they're like, well, you should just be happy to be here. And they just threw that shade at her. But then she was able to do the stunt, so they didn't even have to have the blackface stunt woman. And here's the thing, Eli. This is exactly what Anthony Mackie was talking about last month when we were bringing him up, and everybody was trying to cancel him. This is exactly what he was talking about. Before I get into that, let's talk about this. I see. Okay. I know. I see.
Really?
Fat T, you have eyes like I do.
Yeah,
okay.
how about he's fucking blind. What the fuck you see? Shit, man.
I'm blind. I can see that motherfucker.
That motherfucker needs real glasses.
Right.
Shit.
So the point I'm trying to make is that what Anthony Mackie was like, which the news articles misconstrued completely, but the point he was trying to make is that anytime he's on a movie set, whether it's a Disney movie, where it's a big budget Hollywood movie, he's usually the only black person on the set, period. On the screen and off the screen. He's the only person on the screen, and off the screen, there's nobody else there. Nobody's serving coffee. Nobody's fixing sandwiches. Nobody there. But you turn around and you make Black Panther, there's nothing but black crew members everywhere. Black stunt people, black directors, black writers, stuff like that. So the whole point that Anthony Mackie was trying to make, like, when you're making every other movie besides Black Panther, where the hell are these people?
Yeah.
And especially when you're looking at this with Angelica Washington right there, when she has a white stunt double in blackface, why the hell you couldn't hire a black stunt double? Like, you think that would be an easy job for her, but they didn't even bother that. They didn't even bother looking for a black stunt double. They decided to do that. And that's the only point I was trying to make with that. When people try to throw Anthony Mackie under the bus, that's all he was trying to say, because this shit that just happened to her, it happens all the time. Will Smith had a white stunt double in Men in Black. They just do that shit. They don't even care, So they
reminded me of Hollywood Shuffle again.
Right. That's all I'm saying, Hollywood. Do better. When the point you're trying to make and everybody trying to throw them on the bus, that's the whole point you're trying to make. She lived through this shit, and that's the whole point you're trying to make. So who do we got here?
Oh, he's giving
what is that?
Taco?
An onion?
A taco?
A corn cob?
What is that?
Eggplant? What?
What is that?
I don't know
what is it? It looks like a taco to me, but
we don't know what the fuck that is.
I can't see shit.
We're blind, Fat T. I just want you to know we have worse eyesight than you do. Oh, man. Eli, can we get to the video game section now?
Sure.
Okay. Now, I'm glad you read up on this. I'm glad you looked at this for a second, because now we're about to get into the TNA section of the part. I'm glad you guys stuck around, and if you ladies stuck around, we don't mean to offend you, but this is going to happen now, because we're going to talk about this. Gamer Girl. Now, maybe you've heard about this, maybe you haven't heard about this. I should play the clip in the background, but I don't know if I get flagged or not, so I'm not going to do that. But yeah, basically what this game is about It is a real game. It's a video game. It's a FMV, what they call full motion video, where it's kind of like a choose your own adventure type thing, where you're playing as a moderator to a Twitch streamer's chat, and she's a girl, and she does Twitch streamers shit that Twitch streamer does. I wish I could show the video. She wearing skimpy shit and clap.
Cosplay.
Oh yeah, clap. Yeah, cosplay, all this shit like that. So she's just your typical. I won't say typical, stereotypical gamer girl. And the thing is, you're moderating her channel, so you're editing out what gets through there, what gets through there. So if you get like nasty comments, it's your job to edit them out so she didn't get to them. And apparently, one of the parts of it is that she has like this asshole boyfriend that don't want her to stream, and the boyfriend is like stalking her, and it's your job to like save her through moderating, or let her know, or give her heads up, or whatever the fuck's going on. I don't know what the game is. Eli, this game pissed everybody off.
Did it?
It pissed everybody off. Here's the thing. The reason you had a hard time finding this or anything about it is because PlayStation actually loaded this up to their main site, their Twitter page, and then the backlash was so fast and so fierce, they had to take it down like immediately, like 30 minutes later. Because people are pissed off because mainly, who's pissed off about this? Gamer girls. They're pissed off about it because you're playing as a gamer girl, doing stereotypical gamer girl shit like she's cosplaying, asking for donations, Twitch streaming, tits all out, shit like that. But you're playing as the male lead moderator, saving her. So you're her white knight. And they're like, and what do we got?
Getting her simps to give her.
They call it a simpulation. Yeah, using the Sims to get money. You raise donations for her and stuff like that. So that's what it's saying. And, they bring up this thing like, well, there was a real gamer girl that worked on this. Okay, you got one gamer girl that worked on it, but the rest of just a bunch of 40-year-old dudes working on this shit. And you can tell with the way they shot this shit. She's in the club, dancing with other chicks, shit like that. What the fuck they got to do with gamer girls? Now, I'm not mad about it. It's a game that I probably would play for research purposes, But I would play just to see what it is, because all it is like Night Trap. I don't know if anybody remembers Night Trap, but it was that type of game too, where you choose your own adventures, where the girls were wearing, skimpy clothes and lingerie and shit like that, and you had to guide them through there before the monsters attack and shit like that. And that game actually invented the M rating, that in Mortal Kombat.
No, I did not know that.
Yeah,
I never even heard of that shit.
You never heard of Night Trap? Man,
no,
hold up.
Man.
We got to stop the show. Stop the show. I'm sorry. Cut the commercial. I can't spell.
But to me, the trailer, it looked like a movie. It almost looked like a Blair Witch, unfriended type of shit.
Right.
I didn't know it was a game.
Yeah, that's the thing. But it's a game, but it's like an FMV type game. Let me see if I can play this real quick. Yeah, it'll play. But it's an FMV type game with Switch. Yeah, you don't remember this?
No.
Oh man, yeah, this was like on the Sega CD back in the day, where it's an FMV. Shit. Yeah, just like that. Oh, and yeah, that girl right there, she was on Different Strokes.
Really?
Yeah.
Dana Plato or whatever?
Dana Plato. Yeah, she was Different Strokes. She was on this game. So this game was so controversial and invented the M rating, that in Mortal Kombat, and that's why they said they actually banned the game when it first came out. Research
my ass.
No, for really, it's research. Just leave me alone when I'm playing a game. That's all. Don't disturb my room. That's my whole thing right there. So people are pissed off about this game. It was supposed to be released on everything: PlayStation, Steam, Xbox, Nintendo, whatever the fuck like that. But they don't even know if the game's going to come out yet, because people are getting such backlash on it, saying the game is misogynist. Or
so
whatever. Yeah,
I'll fucking play it.
Right. That's the thing. You can just not play it. Just ignore it. Do something else. But we're woke now, Eli.
Yeah.
So we can't let shit get away with that. Let's see.
I never played it, but I wanted the Sega CD.
Thank you. Fat T knows what I'm talking about. Night Trap is a classic. I might even buy that game and stream it one day for research purposes. Oh man, can we go to the? Okay, shit. We'll fly through this, Eli. Can we just get to the comics now?
Sure.
I mean, we just flew through this, so we might as well go to it since in a good mood. So, like I said, this is the Comic Book Bullies, where we talk about the comic books, and we're gonna just jump into this bad boy. And I think we're gonna start with what is the first book we're gonna dive into. I guess I go first. You go first. Wait, no. Before we do that, Eli, you have something to talk about.
Do I?
Yeah. Before we go in anything else, Star Wars.
Yeah, that's right.
Sorry, we're gonna back it up. We're not gonna talk about comics just yet. We're gonna talk about this and then move on to it because I want Eli to get his time to shine because I know you've been itching to talk about this. Boom, let's do it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about. You do your thing. You let it go.
You read
Boom.
that right. Okay, so it was announced last week that Disney is doing a spin-off series, animated series from the Clone Wars called The Bad Batch.
Boom.
Yes.
Look at that.
Now, The Bad Batch, a Black Ops special unit of clones that do sort of shady missions that the regular clones don't do. They appeared in this last and final season of the Clone Wars, which is fucking awesome. If you have not watched the Clone Wars, it's fucking great. The last season is some of the best Star Wars storytelling I have ever seen. I'm talking about movies and everything.
Oh shit!
Great fucking shit. And go check out my Clone Wars escape pod that I did on each episode.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. But anyways, the Bad Batch, like I said, they appeared in the last season, and they were like experimental clones. They didn't look like Django. You know what I mean? They looked like one of them looked like Rambo actually. But they all had special abilities. One was like super genius. One was like a really good sniper. One had superhuman strength, or not like Hulk strength, but could like throw. He was strong. So they all had like enhanced abilities, and they were like experimental clones. And they were doing like some real shady Black Ops missions, highly classified missions during the Clone Wars. So that's what this show is going to be about what they were doing. What did Palpatine have these motherfuckers do? And what kind of experimental cloning was he up to when he made this? So again, it opens up a whole new realm of storytelling within the Star Wars universe as far as cloning and shit that Palpatine was doing behind everybody's back. And I'm excited. So yeah, Filoni, go Filoni.
Filoni is the new godfather of Star Wars right now.
Yeah.
He is the guy.
Yeah.
Whenever he talks about Star Wars, it makes me feel good.
Yeah. He makes me feel like, I used to be ashamed. Last few years have been rough for Star Wars fans.
Eli, when he talks, it's like he gets it.
Yeah. I was like,
he gets it. Like he gets it more than other people get it.
Yeah.
So
I'm like, this is why.
There need to be a t-shirt. Oh, let's go to the callers.
Yeah.
Damn, I thought it was Bad Bitch also. I thought this show was gonna be about a bad bitch. Look, like shit, that's a bad bitch right there.
Licking her own lightsaber. Damn,
right. Yeah. So I'm thinking like Star Wars bad bitch. Okay, we're gonna get a show about some bad bitches. So
I'm gonna watch that for research purposes.
Right. I'll buy that for $1. Oh man! All right, so can we get to comic books now?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Okay. So like I said, this is comic books. Where we talk about comic books with the comic book bullies. And the first book we're going to start off with is, what the fuck name is this book? Dark Knight's Death Metal #2. This is the book a lot of people are waiting on right now. And that one that Eli didn't even read, but that's okay.
I started reading it. I read about half of it.
I was going to do it, but I didn't want to.
I'll read while you do the review. I'll read the rest of it.
Okay. Hold on. Before we jump in there, let's go to the caller for more time.
Sounds dope.
So dope. Yes, bad bitches does sound dope. All right. So the book starts off with a Batman version of Adam. And I'm going to show you that Batman right now. So we have Adam and...
Is his name Batum?
Yes, Batum. Because he's Batman and Adam combined. And we see him and he's like, oh, if I ever see these guys again, I'm going to fuck them up because they don't know what a Bat Adam can do. And as soon as he says that, he gets run over by the Batmobile.
Wonder Woman driving.
Right, Wonder Woman's driving a crazy sentient Batmobile, just squash them and just running. So that's pretty much
monster truck. Yeah, monster truck
yeah.
version of the Batman.
So that's the end of Batum. So basically how the story starts off is that, and I'm just go through it later on. So the biggest cemetery in the United States, what is it, Eli? Arlington Cemetery?
Is it?
I think.
I did not know that.
I don't know. I guess I'm making some shit up. I don't know. Anyway, Arlington Cemetery, and I think Arlington, Virginia, where the fallen soldiers, blah, 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 stuff like that. That's where they go because Batman is king of the dead. So they're like, he's king of the dead. Obviously, he's going to go to the place where the biggest cemetery is, so he must be there. But when they go there, Swamp Thing does his green power, and he's like, I can't find Batman anywhere, and my power's everywhere. And Wonder Woman said the reason you can't find him is because he's being concealed by magic. Because he's really in the crypt of the dead or some shit. Whatever the fuck, I don't know. Anyway, it's underneath Arlington Cemetery.
That sounds pretty metal.
That's pretty metal. That's the thing, Eli. You got to let me know how metal is this book.
Crypt of the Dead.
Right. Crypt of the Dead. Because that's the thing what's going on right now. So that's the thing. So they buried the U.S. soldiers on the cemetery lot, but all the dead superheroes are buried underneath the lot. So that's the thing about that, dude. What is it called? The Crypt of Heroes is what it called. Crypt of the Dead sounds better.
That doesn't
less
sound
metal. Yeah, less metal.
That
I
sounds
should
like
just let it go from memory.
That sounds like some country shit. Now.
Yeah, it sounded more metal in my head than me saying it again. But the thing is, when she goes to the land of the Crypt of the Dead, she gets attacked. Now, Eli, on a scale from 1 to metal, is this metal? She get attacked by some green fire hellhounds.
That's pretty metal. Yeah,
that's pretty metal. I think it's metal. Yeah,
black metalish.
Black metal. Yeah. It's okay. So she gets killed by some hellhound, Cerberus, if you want to call him that. And she basically then they ask him, "What's the password?" And she said the password is Munkle, but that password is not Munkle, but they let it pass anyways. The real password is Ma Hunkle, because the people that are protecting the land of the dead or the crypt of the dead, or whatever the fuck the shit is called, are the Justice Society of America. Eli, this is supposed to be a holy shit moment. And everybody's just like, okay. Here's the thing.
There's Dr. Fate, old ass fucking Jay, what's his name?
Jay Garrett, yeah.
Yeah.
Wildcat,
I didn't know who that was.
Yeah, and Alan Scott, the Green Lantern. But here's the thing. This is supposed to be a holy shit moment because when the New 52 started, these guys were retconned out of existence. So now they're here. And woman's just like, hey, y'all. Okay, see Batman.
Nobody born before 2000 gives a shit about that.
I know. I'm just saying it's supposed to be a big moment and nobody gives a shit. They just hear.
Oh, Big Willie. You remember this? That's Big Willie. Was this cool?
Willie B. You remember this, right? Justice Society of America.
Tell us how awesome this part was.
Right. We know you bought the first book.
We know you bought it off the spin run.
Right. Oh shit! Here's a cool nickel. Anyway, so Batman is down below stairs in the land of the dead, talking to Jonah Hex because he has resurrected Jonah Hex from the dead. So he's using Jonah Hex as like number 2, in second in command. And Jonah Hex is giving him all the intel on all the dead heroes, whether or not Batman should resurrect them, to help him take over the Castle Bat. And when you get there, Wonder Woman is just like, Batman, stop everything you're doing right now. This plan is stupid. We need to have a whole new plan. And Batman's like, no, that plan didn't work. We tried to do that shit last time. We tried to reboot the universe. We tried to start another crisis. And all that shit did was destroy the source wall. It freed Perpetua. She turned Lex Luthor into some kind of demon god. And we're right in the situation we are right now. So we're not doing that again. And it was like, look, I know you're scared, but we can do this. And Batman's just like, okay, if we're going to do this, what is your plan? And here's Wonder Woman's plan. And I got to find this page because this shit. So Wonder Woman's plan, boom, I got to show it. Her plan is to take a bunch of guys to Apocalypse and go to the original Crisis, to go to the dark multiverse, take the energy that is powering Perpetua, steal that energy, bring it back to Wally West, who is Dr. Manhattan, power him up so he can kill Perpetua and they can reboot the universe and start again and save everybody. And Batman's looking at her like, either you have a either you having a stroke or this is a weird ass plan. So basically, like, this is the dumbest plan I ever heard in my life. But this is gonna go with it anyway because he got the hots for Wonder Woman, so why not? You know. Anyway, Batman decides to play. Okay, if this is gonna be the plan, what we're gonna do. Oh, and Barry Allen shows up also. And the reason Barry Allen's showing up here is for one reason, is because everybody's like, if Barry Allen is here and they have access to him, why don't he just run back in time and just reboot the universe? He can't, because whatever's going on right now, the Speed Force is bleeding out, and they don't have the Speed Force anymore, so he can't run back in time and save everything. So basically, whatever they're gonna do is gonna happen right now. So Batman takes them to this other place, the dungeon, where he recruits the Dark Knights from the last issue. They're on his team now because since they killed them all and he's King of the Dead, he controls them. So the Dark Knights are on his team. We're missing a whole bunch of weird shit right here. This is some weird shit right here. Okay, now remember last episode, not last issue, the Batman Who Laughs died, and they had a Dr. Manhattan Batman in the cave just waiting for him. So what they're doing is taking the Batman Who Laughs brain, the Alfreds are taking it out of there and sticking his brain into the Dr. Manhattan Batman. And when they do that, he becomes all powerful and kills everybody. Except for one Robin. He leaves, one Crow. He leaves one Crow alive, and he decides to tell them, I'm going to take Perpetua's, what the fuck ever. Anyway, Batman has a plan to get to Apocalypse. He decides to call Toy Master. Toy Master built a Batman, Superman composite robot that is now a Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman composite robot to take everybody to Apocalypse. And I want to show you this stupid shit if I can. Yeah, this is the money shot. Yes, a Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman robot that is going to fly to Apocalypse to, all that crazy shit Wonder Woman says. So that's that's all I can say. That's what we have going on right now. This is this is what DC is banking their whole future on right now. This, I don't know what to say, Eli. I am whelmed. That's all I can say. It's
I was just like, I'm still trying to wrap my head around a dead Dr. Manhattan that they put Batman Who Laughs brain into.
Right. So now he has the power of Dr. Manhattan. And Perpetua was telling him, and I forgot to say
I'm just still like wrap my head around dead Dr. Manhattan.
He's dead. They killed him some kind of way. Or he wasn't dead and he was just laying there to get his brain replaced. I don't know. Anyway, Perpetua said, don't fuck me over because you fucked me over.
It's July 17th, 2020, and I'm getting my head cut open for Batman's head.
Right.
Right.
So so like I said, this is Eli, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. It hasn't caught me yet. It hasn't wowed me yet.
This is why.
I mean, there were some moments that like, okay, that's a cool moment, that's a metal moment, but it just don't grab me. Like the last like Dark Knight's Metal had me with that shit. It had me with all that Devastator and that Flash Batman and Cyborg Batman and Barbados Bat God and all this shit. That had me. This just like,
this is just more weird. It's okay. I'm either gonna read this or the Grant Morrison Green Lantern. I gotta pick one.
Right.
I
can only handle so much weird shit.
And like that's what I'm talking about. Like this is just so much shit going on. Like Scott Snyder is just cramming all this crap,
right?
Into this book.
What's selling me on it right now is the imagery, because, like I said, the Green Flame Hellhounds. I like that's cool.
Capullo,
Capullo is selling me on it.
Capullo's great.
Yeah,
but it's just the shit that I want to see. I don't get to see much of it, and then he throws this other crap like going to Apocalypse and.
Oh, like that plan was like.
That's where I stopped reading. Like when I stopped reading at that, probably like, okay, what the fuck are they talking about? I'm just let Leroy tell me what they just said.
Well, thanks for putting this shit on me. So, you're gonna read Green Lantern, okay?
Green Lantern, yeah. That Green Lantern book is weird as fuck.
That's weird as fuck. We reviewed that shit like, what the hell? And it's funny because he's like Grant Morrison's like shitting on everybody else, like including Scott Snyder.
That's why I like it. That's why I like the Green Lantern, because I'm getting the pot shots that Grant
Right,
Morrison's
because
taking on him.
nobody is reading it, so he can just say and do whatever he wants to do,
Yeah,
and nobody can say anything about it.
yeah.
Oh shit!
But this
All
is
right.
just more weird. This is basically turning into what I thought it was going to turn into.
You know what? It turned into what the last 3 issues of the last series turned into. Like,
Yes.
because Dark Knight's Metal was awesome for the first 3 issues, and then the last 3 issues, you were like, what?
Yeah.
So this is starting off with that.
Yeah. Source Wall, Hawkman, blah, 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 Barbados.
And you got to know all this other bullshit
yeah.
and how Lex became a Martian. And, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I guess. Toy Man shows up and makes a robot,
And then somebody throws a punch in 2 panels, and the rest is, yeah.
Right. It's the thing, Eli. I don't hear metal. I don't hear it. I didn't hear it this issue. Remember, I told you when I read when I read Dark Knight's Metal and I read the book, I heard metal. I could hear it. I don't hear it this time.
It wasn't death metal, but it was some,
It was something. I don't know what I heard, but I heard it, and I don't hear it this time. It's silence. It's deafening. I don't know.
Yeah, this is complicated. This is like really complicated.
I mean, I get it, but it's just like, okay, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're up next. Whatever you got.
All right. Well, I guess I'll do Immortal Hulk.
Immortal Hulk. I got you. You can start at bad whenever you want to.
Okay. Oh shit. All right. Let's get there.
Boom.
Get off fucking guided view so I can like see shit.
Boom.
Okay.
Hulk smash.
All right. So basically, picking up right after the events of what's been going on, the whole Zemu, Roxxon used Zemu to sort of, take over the world and put false memories in everybody's minds and sort of put the world under like mass hypnosis. Well, the Hulk defeated Zemu and Roxxon, and now everybody loves the Hulk now. Everybody, hey, Hulk's awesome. He's no longer a scary asshole who fucks shit up anymore. He's just a cool guy who saved us all. So everything's looking up and up for the Hulk right now. And then we also get a glimpse into Banner's mind. So in this Immortal Hulk run, Banner's a schizo. All the Hulks that he's ever been are living in his head, and they all come out at different stages. So we're inside Banner's mind. He's having a conversation with the Hulk, and he's got like Devil Hulk chained up, and he keeps Devil Hulk chained in this big giant like kind of Iron Maiden coffin type of cage and shit. And he's having a conversation with the other Hulk, and he's like, you know what? Hulk is like kind of pissed. You know what, Banner? You're kind of a dick. You hate us. Why should we trust you when you just hate us? You would rather die than to have us to live. And then it was a really kind of a poignant conversation, because Banner's like, you know what? You're right. I'm depressed. I have all these issues. I've been abused. I've been traumatized my life. I've got disassociative whatever order or whatever the fuck it's called. I'm fucked up, and I don't deal with my issues. And instead of locking them away like I've been doing and, caging them up like I'm doing, like all my other personalities, maybe I should try to get to understand them, get to the root of the problem. And it's sort of like a commentary on dealing with mental issues, your mental health,
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was a really cool scene. We also get a little tiff between Banner and Betty Ross. Betty Ross, she's the harpy right now. She's all in she's a harpy. She's all got wings and looks like a vampire and shit. They she's like feeling trapped because they're stuck at the shadow base. She's like, I'm going crazy here. I can't do this anymore, blah, blah, blah. And Banner's being a dick. He's like, you know what? I want to talk to Betty, not you. And she's like, I am Betty, motherfucker. He's like, no, I want to talk to Betty, not this creature of rage that you are. I want to talk to the woman I love. And she's like, and she flies away. So they have a tiff. She takes off. So then Banner's kind of feeling down and out again. Then we go to, at the end, there's like this press junket going on. The press are interviewing the Hulk. It's the Hulk and Rick Jones. They're in the town in Iowa that got destroyed by the Avengers back in issue, like a couple years back when in an earlier story arc.
The New Mexico town that they.
It was in Iowa, I believe, and Tony Stark dropped that Hulk bomb trying to kill the Hulk, and he destroyed the whole town and shit. Shit. Hulk is back there. He's helping rebuild. You know, he's doing it's a photo ops. You know, press is there taking photos of the Hulk and shit. And Rick Jones has in the last issue. Now I have to do a correction. I said the last issue about the leader. The leader went back to the hell and learned how to open the green door and possessed his dad. We actually possessed Rick Jones.
Oh, okay.
So here we are at this press junket. Hulk is being, you know, everyone's like, oh my God, the Hulk is being so nice. He's smiling and let's take a picture of this. And he's not raging out. He's smiling and shit. And Rick Jones, AKA the leader, being possessed by the leader, he sort of transfers some weird energy into the Hulk. And the last panel of the page, the Hulk explodes. Like a big gamma bomb explodes. And that's it. And it's like to be continued. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, of course, he'll live, but what about everybody else around?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, shit.
So the Hulk like explode, like a gamma blast, just boom, and takes out everybody. So to be continued.
That's fucked.
Yeah, I mean, this one was. I'll give it a 3 out of 5 because this one was a lot of like. There's a rest. There's like a break issue. We took a break a little bit, a breather. You know, but until that ending, I was like, whew. So the ending was still, fuck it, 4 out of 5. I'll give it a 4 out of 5.
Okay.
The
ending
ending
the
really
lowest
like,
Hulk book you gave so far, but it's still pretty cool. So.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, cool. So the next book we're going to do, well, the book I'm going to do is Empyre, #1.
I did not, I'm sorry. I said I was going to read this and I didn't.
Okay. I know you were kind of on the fence on whether or not to read Empyre. I know I didn't sell you on it last time. So that's my bad right there. That's my fault. You know? So basically how the book starts off is like basically to set the book up from what happened last time. The Kree and the Skrull empires are combined together. The Avengers are trying to on the blue side of the moon protecting this plant creature called the Katoti, who are enemies of both the Kree and the Skrull, and the Kree and the Skrull are coming there to wipe them out, led by the Fantastic Four. So now we find out why the fuck are the Fantastic Four on the Kree Skrull side? We find it out because basically what happens.
Oh yeah. Why?
Yeah. So what happens is that the Fantastic Four are just out there in space, and they see the oh shit! I gotta show you this. It's not gonna be impressive, but you can see the Kree Skrull War just they're seeing the Fantastic Four ship, and they see this huge armada to come out there. Now the artwork on this shit is beautiful. I don't know who the fuck they got. The X-Men guy is drawing this right now. So they see the armada coming towards them, and that's when Reed tells Franklin, "You need to get out of here." And Franklin's like, "I need to get out of here. I'm your heavy hitter. I'm your biggest guy. I'm Kobe. I'm LeBron. I'm 88 Jordan. I'm the guy you're supposed to, get when you see shit like this." You're like, "No, I need you to take all the kids that are on the ship right now, and you hightail it to Earth, just in case if we can't stop it, you can protect Earth." So show you the panel right there, so you see him looking more and more like a dad. But Franklin
going
does
bald and shit.
Yeah, go bald like he's stressed out. So anyway, he goes there, and Sue turns the ship like this spaceship invisible because she can do this. She just touches it, and boom, the whole thing goes invisible. And when we get there, what you see is that the mothership is Hulkling. Now, anybody know who Hulkling is? He's actually one of the Young Avengers. He is a half Kree, half Skrull. And behind him is Super Skrull and some accuser. One of the accusers, not Ronan, but another one. Anyway, so Super Skrull tells Hulkling is that, I got the powers of the Fantastic Four, right? He's like, yeah. So, I can see things that I'm supposed to be seen. Oh, really? How do you mean? Well, for instance, boom, and the invisible Fantastic Four ship, he makes it visible. That's Fantastic Four right there. They're like, oh, shit. So the Fantastic Four, the jig is up. They just come aboard the ship. They're like, fuck it. Let's just see what's going on. So while all that's going on, like I said, the Avengers are prepping because they know the Kree and the Skrulls are coming. And the guy they're trying to protect is this guy right here. His name is Sequoia, but we're going to call him Coy. I think that's his name. That's what I'm going to call him. So we're going to go with that.
Is that the sword guy?
No, that's not the sword guy. This is the plant guy.
Oh.
The sword guy works for him or the Avengers or whatever the fuck. Anyway, they have a sword guy, plant sword guy. So the Kree Skrull army invasion is on their way. Captain Marvel, because she considers herself a liaison with the Kree, She's like, Kree warriors, stop what you're doing. You come forward. You know, this is Avengers planet. The Avengers will fuck you up. And while they're talking, that's when Reed Richards get on the phone, and he was like, Tony, what the hell are you doing? Why are you here? And Tony looking at Reed like, why the hell are you there? You know, so there's like a big communication, you know, like Three's Company going on right now. So while that's going on, the Fantastic Four, like, we got one of your Avengers right here, Hulkling. He's with us right now, and he's running the Kree Skrull army. And like, why are they here? And basically what he tells him is that, yes, I'm here, and I'm trying to unite them, because what's going on is that the Kotati, the plant creatures, whatever like that, Super Skrull said they're evil. And the Fantastic Four and the Avengers like, wait a minute. Super Skrull told you they're evil? Super Skrull? You're like, you know, he's a bad guy. Yeah, I know, but he's saying they're bad guys, and I trust him. So it's basically like saying, like, Thanos says it's okay. You know what they're saying? So that's when the Fantastic Four are like, okay, we on the wrong side of this shit right there. This guy's crazy. So what we're going to do, we're just going to just say, fuck this shit. We're just going to just shut everything down right now. And Thing even tells Hulkling, look, Hulkling, this shit is over with. You join us. We're going to whoop that ass, and you come back to Earth with us and just chill. Matter of fact, we'll even let you say it's clobbering time. And Hulkling says, you know what, Thing, I got a better idea. How about I send my team down to the Kotati. They fuck everything up. I send Supergirl down there, he fuck up the Avengers, and you sit your ass down and we fuck you up. Or it's clobbering time. And then while he's saying that, that's when the Human Torch says, what a revolting development. You know, the shit that Thing always says all the time. And this Thing said, man, shut the fuck up. You know. So anyway, all out war, the Avengers are getting attacked by the Kree Skrull army, just all going crazy. And that's when Captain America tells Ghost Rider, okay, activate plan B. And what plan B is that apparently Ghost Rider is behind the wheel of a Quinjet. And you know what happens anytime he gets behind the wheel of any vehicle? He turns into like some kind of Hell Demon vehicle. So he turns the Quinjet into a Hell Demon Quinjet. And he's surprised. They're like, oh, shit, I was fine. Now, Eli, is that metal?
That's pretty metal.
That's pretty metal. I mean, he's riding a Hell Quinjet Ghost Demon monster.
That's like something got a little bit thrash, progressive metal.
That's what I'm saying. To me, that's more metal than anything that happened in metal.
Maybe some, Hammerfall, Rhapsody, a little bit of Gallops.
I mean, you got to give them a little credit. They started death metal doing like, we can get metal. We can out metal.
Not that metal. I think they got some clean vocals, maybe some highs, some
I'm saying, I heard metal. I didn't hear metal on death metal, but I heard metal in Empyre.
Yeah. But it's fast. You can circle pit. There's some.
Okay. Maybe that didn't impress you, Eli. Maybe that didn't impress you. Okay, I'm gonna step the game up then. Now, tell me if this is metal. Not only is he riding a Ghost Hell Demon Quinjet, he's shooting missiles made of death pennant stairs.
Ooh.
So his pennant stairs are shooting through the Kree Skrull spaceships, and not only is it shooting through them, it's like fucking them up mentally. They're crying and shit because they remember all the fucked up shit that they did in the past.
Yeah, who the fuck wrote this? Who's writing this?
Al Ewing.
Oh,
yeah, your boy.
I'm gonna. You know what, dude? I'll read it. I got it. I just didn't read it yet.
Yeah, I think it's Al Ewing and Des. I think both will do it. So anyway, the Kree Skrull Warriors are just getting fucked up right now. Meanwhile, that's happening.
Is that the first appearance of that thing? Did Donny Cates do any of that shit?
I don't know. It's like, why did somebody not do this? It's like it's right there.
Pennant stair missiles.
Pennant stair missiles just fuck up people when he's riding a Ghost.
That's pretty awesome.
That sounds like some Donny Cates shit. Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe Donny Cates invented that and they're just running with it. But whoever thought of that that's fucking brilliant.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So anyway, back to Super Skrull. And apparently, Black Panther is taking on Super Skrull by himself. So apparently he has some kind of Iron Black Panther metal armor outfit that goes against Super Skrull. And he's trying to actually talk Super Skrull down. He's like, Super Skrull. And that's the panel right there. That's Clerk or whatever his name is. He's like, Super Skrull, stand down. I know both of us used to be kings of our own empire. And the Super Skrull like, bitch, you're not like me. You control like one little speck of some backwater ass planet. I was in charge of the galactic empire. We are not the same. And that's when this is metal to me, Eli. I don't know. This may not be metal to you, but it's metal to me. Super Skrull takes 100 punches, all made of fire, and punches Black Panther with the shit. So that's just me. I thought it was pretty cool. And while he's doing that, that's when your boy Swordsman starts chopping up Super Skrull and shit like that, whatever like that. So while all this is going on, like, what happened to the actual big three? What are the big three doing? The big three have their own plan right now. So Iron Man, Tony attaches like some kind of Iron Man device to Mjolnir, and Tony Thor whips that shit, and he decides to throw Mjolnir to the mothership of the Kree Skrull army. And while it does that, it flies right through every single ship, right to the mothership. And when it gets there, right before it can fuck everything up, it gets stopped by where is it?
It gets stopped.
It gets stopped by Hulkling's sword, which is known as Excelsior. And if you wonder where the name came from, yes, you know where the name came from. So that means that Excelsior is the most powerful weapon in Marvel Universe.
Okay.
It's more powerful than Mjolnir.
Okay.
So shout out to Stan the Man, you know. But Tony had a plan for that the whole time. He knew that shit was going to happen. So the whole point was that little thing he put on Mjolnir, all it was supposed to be a Trojan horse virus to attack the Skrull Kree army. So they're all taken out. They're done. And it reads like, Tony, there you go doing that bullshit again. You always got to be the loudest person in the room. You always got to announce yourself. You always got to do something that just grandiose to just have all attention to you. We hope you're doing the right thing. So while the Kree Skrull army is incapacitated, they're not dead. They just can't do anything. That's when Koi, or Sequoia, whatever you want to call him, he's just like, thank you, Avengers. You did my job for me. Now the Kree and Skrull armies are done. I can exact revenge on them and kill all these motherfuckers. And I can take over the whole universe and make everybody and take off every single meat person on the universe and make them all plant creatures or kill them all. But Avengers, since you helped us out, we're going to let you live. So while they're doing that, they start killing all the Kree soldiers, all the Skrulls, and even the Fantastic Four getting fucked up. Like Fiend,
yeah, look at him. Poor Ben.
Yeah,
man. Ben's getting fucked up.
And so now the Katati have just taken over the whole fucking universe right there, and the Avengers have helped them do it. The end. Yeah. Hey, I'm on board. Eli, I'm on board.
Yeah, I think I got it.
Also, Death Metal, I was like, but this shit is right up my alley. I eat this shit up with a spoon. It's all they already sold me when they're talking about this, like basically a sequel to the Kree Skrull War, but they're doing like a better job of it. I'm there. What do we got?
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, that's dope. See,
it does sound dope.
Yeah, those say it. It sounds like some shit Donnie Cates should be writing, but like Al Ewing is out Donnie Catesing Donnie Cates. So,
and for those who don't know, Al Ewing is writing the Immortal Hulk.
He's writing. We should have said it. He's writing Immortal Hulk. I think Don Slott is also writing. Also, basically like a Avengers Fantastic Four team up. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So yeah, I'm sold. I may not buy all them crazy ass tie-ins and whatever like that, but I'm sold on this issue. I think Marvel got him something with this one. Marvel has something with this issue, with this book. I think.
Cool.
All right.
Oh, what's your rating?
I'm gonna say 4.5 out of 5. Because I think they're gonna up it. If this issue is as strong, the first issue is this strong, I think they're gonna up from there. So I'm gonna say a 4.5 out of 5 so I can have some ceiling. You know. So
okay, cool.
All right. Shit, I think you only got one book left.
Yeah, the only other thing I read was G.I. Joe, Snake Eyes, Dead Game #1.
And the thing was, I wanted to read this, but I knew you were going to do it, so I was just like, fuck it.
So yeah, this is art and story by Rob Liefeld.
And that's either gives you groans or it gives you applause. We don't know yet. It's 20 years later. We still don't know how to feel.
I groaned a little bit, but then I saw hold on. There was a script written by Chad Bowers, script and dialogue.
Okay, so Liefeld didn't write this?
He didn't write it, but it does feel like he did.
Oh shit. I don't know what that means. That's the thing.
It is totally 90s. It is basically Deadpool as Snake Eyes.
Okay.
You know, total 90s, guns and swords, kicking ass, awesome art, but very cheesy writing. You know, over dramatic, you know, dialogue, description, captions, very wordy, like a Deadpool comic. You remember Deadpool? Every panel, he'd be in this awesome pose and shit, kicking ass.
And just nothing but word bubbles and
bubbles and bubbles of him talking shit. That's what this was like. and Snake Eyes don't even fucking talk.
Right. Like Tom and Jerry. Shit.
Yeah, it's like, but like every panel, it's Snake Eyes in a cool ass pose. You know, it's a cool ass pose and shit. But you know, there's a caption of every descriptive thing he's doing. You know, he kicked his foes with blinding fury. You know, every panel was that. I was like, I can tell what he's doing. You don't have to tell me. You know, so storyline. Cobra is resurrecting some ancient wizard who's been dead for 1,000 years. Why it's not Serpentor, I don't know, but it's some other wizard. And he's looking for a sword that will give him powers so he can rule the world. That's the basic. And we had Scarlet, Roadblock, and the original G.I. Joe. The original one, the doll. What the fuck is his name? I forgot. His name
the one
is
Bruce Willis played in the movie.
Was that what Bruce Willis was?
Yeah,
Bruce Willis
you didn't. I don't know if you saw the movie, but yeah,
I did.
Okay, in retaliation, he was supposed to be the original G.I. Joe.
Joseph Colton, yes.
Yeah,
he's the original the original doll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, okay, we got to get that sword before this asshole gets it. Let's go, and Yo Joe, to be continued. Awesome art. It's Liefeld.
Right. Love it or hate it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
How
art.
are the feet?
Yeah. There's some feet. He's got some wolf.
So he's learned in 20 years, I guess.
There's a wolf in this panel. He drew wolf feet.
Okay. So he's trying.
Scarlet's got some feet. But of course, Scarlet is hot as fuck.
That's what I'm saying. When you said Scarlet, I'm like, Rob Liefeld draws Scarlet.
Yeah. So come for the art, stay for the cheese.
Look, Liefeld is junk food. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You get it and you feel bad afterwards, but it felt good when it went down. So that's Liefeld for you. Yeah, it's a candy bar.
Yeah. That's all this was. It was, oh, cool. Snake Eyes. Rob Liefeld drawing Snake Eyes. That's all you need to know.
Exactly. You hate it, but you love it.
Yeah.
You had no choice.
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5? Okay.
3.5 out of 5. I'll give it, because it's Rob Liefeld's art. The art is awesome. Storylines, whatever. Who cares? I was gonna say Deadpool. Snake Eyes kicks ass, and
I don't even think Liefeld knew. You're like, am I drawing Deadpool? What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So this Deadpool, this part Deadpool. I mean Snake Eyes. Yeah.
Oh,
Snake Eyes kicks ass. Scarlet looks hot, and of course, Roadblock is looks like the Hulk with a big giant fucking gun the size of a tank.
Wasn't that who the Rock was playing? I think.
Yeah, wasn't he? Roadblock?
He was playing Roadblock. Okay,
so yeah,
all right.
3.5 out of 5.
Cool. Let's keep it moving. Okay, so the next one I'm gonna have is giant size X-Men Magneto.
I almost got this. I thought about getting this.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what happened. Emma Frost wants Magneto to give her island. He goes to Namor. Namor sells him an island. The end. I mean,
is this a tie-in to that X swords or whatever the fuck?
No, there's no swords and no shit like that. He teams up with Namor, and Namor shits on him. He's like, "Oh, a mutant. You should be present. You should be honored in my presence." And Magneto's like, "I'm sorry, Magneto. It's whatever." I thought it was gonna be some big thing. This may be a big thing. All you need to know is that Emma Frost has on island. That's it. And Magneto gave it to her. That's it. Anyway, next book. My last book I'm gonna do. Let's see what we got here. Let's go to the callers.
About to cop that one. That's my alley. Which one?
Not Magneto. I think he's talking about Snake Eyes.
I said Deadpool again. Snake Eyes, same shit.
It's the same shit. It doesn't matter. It's
the anti-Deadpool. He doesn't talk.
Right. Deathstroke, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, Warclaw, whatever.
Snake Eyes book is already in second print. Yeah, I could see that.
Oh, damn, I can't find it. Oh, shit. Oh, well. Last book we're going to do is Catwoman. I wish I could find it, but I can't find it. But here's the thing, Eli. I enjoyed this fucking book.
Did you? I didn't even know there was a Catwoman book out.
I didn't either. When I saw it, I was like, wait a second, find it. Wait a second, find it. Okay, I didn't do any of my research on the Catwoman. Fuck it. We're just gonna go off the top of head. Anyway, Catwoman is basically she's going to this town, she's going to this island called Isla Nevada. And she's on the town of Isla Nevada, and she's sitting next to this woman, and the woman is telling her, yeah, whatever you did back at home, you're not gonna outrun it. She's like, how do you know what I did? Look at you. You're a dressed up, high class white woman going to a town full of nothing but drug dealers and stuff like that. So I know you're running from something. And she's like, yeah, you got me figured out. So when she gets there, of course, she gets to the airport and these kids run up to us like that. And one of the kids try to pickpocket her. And she tried to give the kid advice. She's like, don't pickpocket me. As a matter of fact, don't pickpocket by the airport. They got cameras where they're going to find you, find a better mark. Trying to give the kid tips on how to, be a better thief. Because it's Catwoman, But that's not why I got the book. The reason why I got the book is because of the guest star in this book. And the guest star in this book, I give you a hint, he is riding a red Ferrari on the back of Blowhard, and it is High Tops Snowflame. Now, for those who don't know who Snowflame is,
Yeah, I don't think I do.
You don't know who Snowflame is?
I don't think so.
Snowflame is an 80s supervillain that gets super strength from cocaine. That's how he gets his superpower. So as long as he's high on cocaine, he has super strength. So anyway, it's his island. He runs Island Nevada, and guess what his main job in Island Nevada is? Selling cocaine. And he says, since I'm here, I have all the cocaine in the world. I am super powerful. I'm super rich. I can do whatever I want to. But because there's this old wives' tale, this myth going on in town that this huge jungle cat called the Kizin killing my people, they're scared to go out there. But anyway, the reason he's invited Catwoman here is because he's having this auction where he's invited like a whole bunch of supervillains come down there and check some shit out. So, and he also offers Catwoman cocaine.
Does she do any?
She doesn't. And that's what I was wondering. I was like, is she going to offer? He was like, the only thing I'm worried about, the only thing that gets me out of bed is a bullet and a bump. And speaking of bumps, Catwoman, would you like to partake? And all she says is, dude, this is not 1987 anymore. Because I thought Catwoman was going to be like, maybe later,
Oh, he's going to be sniffing it off her tits and shit.
Right. I'm like, what the fuck, DC? I know nobody reads Catwoman, but shit, So anyway, so she goes there and, Catwoman looking all Catwoman-ish and stuff like that. She's a whole bunch of supervillains there. Riddler, Clock King, Professor Pig, Magpie, I think, even though she may be dead. Whatever the fuck, who cares? And she runs into one supervillain she knows that they don't really like, and she tells the Catwoman, I know whatever reason you think you're here for the wrong reason. You're not going to steal anything here because they're ready for you. Because they're auctioning off some big diamond there, and she's telling Catwoman, you're not going to steal a diamond because you think you're going to steal that diamond. But what's really going to happen is that it's not a motion sensor, it's lasers, and you get your arm chopped off if you go for it. And I know you're here for this list that they got that's going to have all the works of all the supervillains in town. You're not going to steal it because they're going to knock you out when they do that. So when they start the auction, Snowflame offers everybody cocaine. Some take it, some don't. And he basically starts auctioning off shit like the list is basically saying there's the list of every supervillain that they've, they collected information on every supervillain in it. And that's why everybody wants that list, because they can have information on everybody. But before that can happen, they get note that the Kizin is out there killing people. So Catwoman attacks that big cat. She protects it, beats up the gorillas and stuff like that, beats up Snowflame's people. And while she protects Snowflame, the people, the big cat, she gets stabbed in the arm by that same kid that she was trying to give advice to earlier. And the kid turns out that no, she knew everything she was doing. She was following Catwoman the whole time anyway, and she's leaving Catwoman as bait for that huge giant cat behind her. The end. So cool story. I only got it for Snowflame. Snowflame delivered. Let's see, who do we got? Caller.
Liefeld should have drawn Snowflake.
I think he did. I imagine Liefeld drawing a cocaine powered superhero. He is a cocaine powered superhero.
He'd probably draw him with his face.
Right. This movie's gonna be autobiography. Overall, I give this book a 3.5 out of 5. It was cool. It was only cool anytime Snow Flame popped up. The reason I got this book because even though Catwoman is like an issue 20 something, it's written by the guy that wrote those Batman White Knight books. So I know it's going to be some wild shit to begin with. This is his first issue, so I know he wasn't going to pay attention to any continuity that came before in those issues. So neither should I. So just
because I'm still looking for it. I don't see it.
Oh, it's like way down at the list. It's hard to find. Nobody gave a fuck about this book.
It's like, damn, you didn't read Strange Adventures?
Right. I hated that fucking book, man, to be honest with you. I only read it because there was nothing out. Yeah. So that's why I did that. So that's all I got. You got any more books? Or
I'm booked out.
Okay. Yeah. If you're listening, hey, appreciate everybody that's trying to listen. I don't know what happened to Man Born in 2000. He's usually listening to us, but he's not. But we had plenty of people listening in. So appreciate you coming in. If you listen this long, if you like, share, subscribe. Eli, plug yourself.
Yes, I do another podcast called Geek Savs, the Native Nerds podcast. Check us out on Facebook. And The Riddle of Steel, which is also about Conan the Barbarian.
Oh, and I think William Pace has more podcasts than you.
Yeah, I heard he's doing everything. Yeah.
He's doing everything. He films a podcast every hour, on the hour. Yeah. He is a network by himself. He has more episodes than The Simpsons. So appreciate Will for everything he's doing. The other one, we got this Geeks and Comics. I think they recorded tonight. Get Valiant, Hoodoo TV, that Transformers one that I can't remember the name of. Okay, Boomer.
Of Destruction.
That one. Isn't Will on Okay, Boomer?
Yeah, isn't he? Yeah, him and Thomas.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Boomer's the thing, and yeah, we're gonna keep it rolling. We're having some technical difficulties with the site right now. So if you're listening to the podcast, we're going to let you know that as of right now, we don't have an audio version of this and it won't have it uploaded for the foreseeable future. So, yeah, so pretty much the only way
the old episodes, I think, are still on. You can still listen to them on the site. But I think the feed ain't on like iTunes and Spotify and shit. So.
Yeah. Like I said, we're not trying to tell you how the food is cooked. We're just telling you that, things are happening right now that are against our control. We're going to figure this thing out. But if you want to listen to us right now, you listen to us on Facebook, listen to us on YouTube, listen to us on Twitch, and I try to have us up on some other locations also on social media. But you will be able to get, listen to us if you want to keep track of what's going on. I'm still going to just do the podcast we've been doing. I'm even going to have an ending song some kind of way, or I may not. I dedicate it to Kanye. Until then, this is Leroy.
This is Eli.
We'll talk to you guys next week. Same bully time, same bully channel.
I'd like to say.
Let me tell you, I'm out here from a very far away place. Oh, for a chance to be a star. Nowhere seems to be too far.
No more parties in LA. Please, baby, no more parties in LA. No more parties in LA. Please, baby, no more parties in LA. No more.
Los Angeles.
Please.
Shake that body, party that body.
Please.
Shake that body, party that body.
Please.
Shake that body, party that body.
Hey baby, you forgot your Ray-Bans, and my sheets still orange from your spray tan.
It was more than soft porn for the K-man. She remember my sprinters and I was in the great van. Well, cutie, I like your bougie booty. Come America, by do me. Well, let's make a movie. Hell, you know my repertoire is like a wrestler. I show you the road, connect the dots. A country girl in North Hollywood. Mama used to cook red beans and rice. Now it's Denny's form in the morning, spoil your appetite. Liquor pouring and niggas swarming your section with erection. Smoking every direction. Middle finger pedestrians, R&B singers and lesbians, rappers and managers, music and iPhone cameras. The shit unanimous for you, it's damaging for you, I think. That pussy should only be holding exclusive rights to me. I mean, he flew you in this motherfucker on first class. Even went out his way so you could check in the extra bag. Now you wanna divide the yam like you'd equate the math. That shit don't add up. You're making them mad as fuck. She say she came out here to find an A-list rapper. I said, baby, spin around and say the alphabet backwards. You're dealing with malpractice. Don't kill a good nigga's kind for this. Just cause he a nerd and you don't know what a condom is. The hair's still good. good though. The hair still good though. Make me say Lamio, they ain't get cured. Make a nigga say big words and act lyrical. Make me get spiritual. Make me believe in miracles. Buddha's monks and Captain Crunch cereal. Lord have mercy, down I hurt me. 5 buddies all hurdled up on the 3rd day. Bottle service, head service, I came in first place. The opportunity, the proper top of breast and booty cheek. The pop community, I mean these bitches come with union feet. And I want 2 of these, moving units through consumer streets. Then my shoe release, she was kicking in gratuity. And yeah, G, I was all for it. She said, Kayla Ma, you kinda dumb to be a boy. I'ma put you on game for the lames that don't know they're rookie. Instagram is the best way to promote some pussy.
Scary. Scary. No more parties in LA. Please, baby, no more parties in LA. Friday night trying to make it into the city. Breakneck speed, passage to see something pretty. Thinking back to how I got here in the first place. Second class bitches wouldn't let me on first base. A backpack nigga with luxury taste buds. And the Louis Vuitton still got all of my pay stubs. Got pussy from beats I did for niggas more famous. When did I become A-list? I wasn't even on A-list. Strippers get invited to where they only got hired. When I get on my Steve job, somebody gon' get fired. I was uninspired since Lauren Hill retired. And 3 stacks, man, you preaching to the choir. Any rumor you ever heard about me was true and legendary. I done got Lewinsky and paid secretaries for all my niggas with babies by bitches that use they kids as meal tickets. Not knowing that disconnect from the father, the next generation will be the real victims. I can't fault them really. I remember Amber told my boy no matter what happens, she ain't going back to Philly. Back to our regularly scheduled programming of weak content and slow jamming. But don't worry, this one's so jamming. You know it, LA is so jamming. I be thinking every day my holla I need to put up some goddamn barricades. I be paranoid every time. The pressure, the problem ain't I be driving, the problem is I be texting. My psychiatrist got kids that I inspired. First song they played for me was about their friend that just died. Texting and driving down my Holland Drive. That's why I'd rather take the 405. I be worried about my daughter, I be worried about Kim. But Saint is baby yay, I ain't worried about him. Have my life threatened by best friends with selfish intents. What I'm supposed to do? Ride around with a bulletproof car and some tents. Every agent I know, no, I hate agents. I'm too black, I'm too vocal, I'm too flagrant. Something smelling like shit, that's the new fragrance. It just mean I do it my way, bitch. Some days I'm in my Yeezy, some days I'm in my Vans. If I knew y'all made plans, I wouldn't have popped the Zans. I know some fans thought I wouldn't rap like this again, but the writer's block is over. MCs cancel your plans. A 38-year-old, 8-year-old, a rich nigga problems. Told my wife that I hate the road, so I don't ever drive it. It took 6 months to get the Maybach, I'm at it out. And my assistant crashed as soon as they backed it out. Goddamn, got a ball fade, I might slam. Pink fur, got no redressing like Cam. Thank God for me.
Los Angeles.
Whole family getting money, thank God for E. I love rocking jewelry, a whole neck full. Bitches say he funny and disrespectful. I feel like Pablo when I'm working on my shoes. I feel like Pablo when I see me on the news. I feel like Pablo when I'm working on my house. Tell them parties in here, we don't need to go out. We need the turbo thoughts, high speed turbo thoughts. Drop, 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 drop it like RoboCop. She brace herself and hold my stomach. Good dick could do that. She keep pushing me back. Good dick could do that. She push me back when the dick go too deep. This good dick could put your ass to sleep. Get money, 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 big money, money, money. And as far as real friends, tell all my cousins I love them. Even the one that stole the laptop, you dirty motherfucker.
I just keep on loving you, baby. And there's no one else I know can take your place.
Please, no more parties in LA. Please, baby, no more parties in LA. No more parties in LA. Please, baby, no more parties in LA. No more parties in LA. Please, baby, no more parties in LA.
Let me tell you, I'm out here from a very far away place. All for a chance to be a star. Nowhere seems to be too far.